Hey guys. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me stop Alexa. Hey Alexa, stop. Okay. Can't have music playing in the background. Otherwise you get in trouble. I want to make sure I got rid of that music. Just wanted to check in with everybody. Wait to see if other people come on. Hey. Hello, how are you? So I decided to jump on and do a live just to check in, say hello. I think I'm missing some comments. Hello. There we go. My comments weren't popping up. Hi. How are you guys? What's everybody doing? It's Saturday, right? So what's everyone doing? Anything exciting for the weekend? So yesterday the kids and I had Cupcake Wars and it went pretty well. I'm doing pretty good. Who am I? I am Kristin Piper. Nice to meet you. If you're just tuning into my channel, I am somebody who went through some horrendous things. You probably know me from the Dr. Phil show, and I'm an overcomer. I am a positive person, and most people come to my channel because I am pretty optimistic, and overall, I just randomly talk. And we talk about everything and anything and do random questions that are fun. We talked about me fighting off chickens. Oh, that's really cool. A 25-foot cross. Where are you going to put it? Front yard? Side yard? Neighborhood? I'm generally pretty positive. Today I'm feeling a little bit annoyed, so I decided to come do a live because my live community is everything. You guys are amazing. Of the victims, yes, but I'm not going to go into detail about the victims at all. Hi, Becca. So what kind of questions you guys have today? What medication your husband has been given after our live stream yesterday? No, I'm not going to share his medications or his business because that's his story to tell, but yeah. Hello from Belfast, North Ireland. Hello from Ireland. I love Ireland. I am a small percentage Irish. I mean, talk about the children. I must have missed something there. Yeah, well, I can't tell you anything about like their parents or anything. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? So, thank you, sweet potato. It's just a random little bun I threw up here. Anywhere in the world. I talked about this one time on another live, but probably Italy. Although, I don't know, because they have all the gondolas and I don't know. But maybe. No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad or anything. Don't worry. Where do I refer people who come to you who are struggling with their mental health? So it depends. It depends where you live. And generally I'll find resources in your community. There's also some online communities that I talk about where there's a free website called 7 Cups of Tea where you can go talk to an active listener. They're not a therapist. I myself am a life coach. And then there's also therapists in your area, which I can help you get in touch with and kind of find you some good resources in your area. But it honestly depends on where you live and what kind of insurance you have, or if you don't have insurance, etc. What other questions do you guys have today? I'm drinking my usual Starbucks. This one is, my daughter made it in my cup because I already had my Starbucks this morning. Hi. What's some weird off-the-wall questions that you guys want to know? Let me think of some weird things. So some of my favorite things to do that are weird. I like to walk barefoot after it rains on cement, or just walk barefoot in the rain. I don't know why, but I just like to. It always feels good after rain to walk barefoot. I like to, so I've done Reiki for about a year. I've been certified as a Grandmaster for about a year. And I was able to become a teacher in August, I want to say. What else did I miss? If you could live in any fantasy world, where would you choose? A fantasy world. I would be a fairy. I would probably be a fairy and live in a fairy world because fairies are so cute and happy. Just an observation. It just feels like you do all the work and your husband does the bare minimum. He's so incredibly lucky to have you. It's another matter if he deserves you. So Becca, I'm not gonna lie. I do all the work. And it's gotten to a place where I'm extremely frustrated that I've asked him to step up and help. Just little things, like maybe make dinner a few nights a week. But even in that, I feel like when he's tried to do the making dinner 2 nights a week, he'll come to me and ask me, what do I want for dinner? And if I'm going to go to the store to get the stuff to make it. And it's just like, if you're going to include me, then why are you doing this anyway? So it gets a little bit frustrating. And yeah, there's a lot on me for sure. It's something I'm working on in therapy, and I'm working towards making important decisions for my own life. And I definitely feel like at this point it's been 2 years, and that it's probably time for him to step up and maybe just start by getting a job, or maybe cook dinner, or maybe do some laundry. I don't know. Just little things would be great around the house. Just little things. Yeah. I mean, I've told him this, and he knows. He's still stuck in his depression, and I don't know. I feel like he's given up and feels like he can't exist or he can't do anything, and he certainly can't if he doesn't try, so there's that. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We adopted 4 kids out of foster care, and I don't often get to talk to people who have children who struggle. One of the bio moms has reached out. I'm struggling with whether or not to let her in. Ultimately, it depends on how old the kids are and if they want to have her in their life and what you know about her before I would make that decision. That's just too out in the open. Just watched your Dr. Phil video. Crazy that you're live right now. Surprise! I like your eyes' unique color. So I think they look prettier than they are in the light, maybe. But they change color. They go from blue to green to gray. Are we able to ask questions about Robbie? So I'm not really talking too much about Robbie right now. I am obsessed with the Dr. Phil show where I originally found you, but watching your channel is inspirational. Going through what you went / going through, and your optimism is amazing. Thank you. I try really hard to stay optimistic. It can be challenging in moments. I am somebody who I also get frustrated. Like, you guys don't see that part of me generally, but I do. I have bad days. I get frustrated, but I work through it. And right now, there's things around me happening that are extremely frustrating and triggering, but instead of focusing my energy on that negativity, I've chosen to separate myself from the negativity and do something positive. So it's easy to get consumed or overwhelmed by things that are happening in your life, but you don't have to allow them to control you or to consume you. And if you don't allow them to control or consume you, then you live a much more fulfilling life and a happier life overall. So honestly, I feel like everybody can choose happiness. It's just one day at a time. I actually am my son's early interventionist, so I knew them very well. I feel like she's doing better, but I'm afraid I'm being manipulated. So if she lost her kids, I mean, there's a good chance you're going to be manipulated because, I mean, that's what these people do a lot of. So you just have to be careful, and you would just need to set up very, very strict boundaries. If you can live in any decade, which decade would you choose? That next question is pretty funny. Any decade. Trying to think of what decade I would live in. I don't know. Maybe the 2000s again. I want to say the 80s, but then I would have to hairspray my hair, and I hate hairspray. And then I kind of like the Victorian era, but I don't want to wear dresses. I'm not that much of a lady. And the 20s were kind of cool, but then there was the whole like prohibition. And 2000 was all right. I lived through when we thought all of the internet was going to crash, and that didn't happen. So I don't know. I think I'll just keep living where I'm at. Maybe fast forward a few months, but that's about it. What does a girl look at first on a man? I can't tell you because we're all different. But for me, a person's personality is the most important thing. But I also have to have somebody who has good teeth. Like, if you have really bad teeth and you don't take care of them, that's hard for me to get beyond. Like, it's just hard for me to get beyond that. It's such a big thing. Okay. The fact that you're pushing your frustrations aside about your life is awesome. Thank you. I agreed, it's terrible these days. Does your husband have a community he can trust? That's huge. I beat cancer twice in the last 5 years. We had to build a strong community to get through that. So we have a church community, but he hasn't really been leaning on anyone. And when his therapist calls, I hear their conversations, and he just says, oh yeah, everything's great. My mood's been great. I've been stable, blah, blah, blah. So if we're not acknowledging our problems or bringing what's not good to the forefront and we're not working on it, then you really can't overcome something. So I've had those conversations with him after he gets off the phone, and I challenge him and ask him why he would tell his therapist that everything is great and happy hunky-dory when he indeed is not doing all that well mentally. When it came to his son, he just kind of like shut down, and I don't know, he just gave up, and he's just still stuck in that rut. He was doing better for a little bit, working some odd jobs here and there, but then he just lately has gone right back into it, and I'm not really sure how to help him. Do you ever deal with lethargy or lack of motivation while going through hard times? If so, what do you do to push through it? I mean, I think we all feel like when things are hard, we'd rather just not face the day or do things. I feel like we all just want to retreat into our beds. But the difference is not allowing yourself to do those things, because if you're going to self-loathe, then you're allowing yourself to sit with that negativity and you're not pushing it aside. You're not pushing beyond it. So even on the hardest days, if it feels yucky, when I'm feeling the worst about myself, I'll get up and do my hair and makeup, just because when you do those things and then you see yourself, it helps to bring you out of that. And on the days where I'm like, I don't want to do anything, I just want to like lay in my bed for the day and do nothing and cry, I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit in my pity or my sorrow and allow myself to become that. I definitely acknowledge things in little moments, and I do practice self-care. That's important. And you have to allow yourself some leeway to be able to grieve or process or be frustrated. So I have little moments where maybe I'll wake up an hour early intentionally just to be by myself, and I'll have coffee with myself and watch the birds and just stuff like that. Or sometimes I just go and do self-meditation to get myself out of that mindset. Or sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stay at home and I am going to binge watch this TV series or like this movie series. Now that doesn't happen often, but every once in a while, I will give myself that day, especially if it's a Sunday. On Sundays, I try to do nothing but be with family and just focus on my faith on Sundays. So it's just a matter of doing things in moments that make you feel good or better. And if you're still stuck in that rut, you have to push yourself out of it and say, okay, I've sat here long enough. I've got to get up and continue my life. Generally, if you can throw yourself into something, even though it might not be the best feeling in the world to have to do those things, usually you'll bring yourself out of those ruts pretty quickly. And so you just have to keep going whenever you feel like you can't keep going. Acknowledgement is huge in bipolar. Absolutely. Been dragged through it. My husband and I are here to support you. You are so honest. It's refreshing. Thank you. What's up, kiddo? I'm allergic to most perfumes and colognes, so I probably don't have a favorite. But I used to like, I can't think of the name now. If it comes to me, I'll let you know. Thank you. Any day when I wake up is a good day. No such thing as a bad day. Just some days are better than others. Absolutely. Some days are definitely better than others. Greetings from the Great Lakes State. Hope all is well. Blessings to you, Robbie, and your family. May the great Spirit guide, protect you? Do you think you've found your purpose for your life? So here's some interesting information about me that you guys don't really know. Yes, I know my life's purpose. I do know that I'm supposed to serve other people. Now, I didn't know that it would be happening in this way, but before this, I was still doing life coaching and spiritual work. And I feel like I've always known that God has given me abilities that I don't understand and that I'm supposed to be helping other people. And before you guys knew me and before I ever went on the show, one thing that was really bizarre about my life was I can go in public, anywhere in public. It's super weird. And people will just come up to me and start talking to me for no reason. Just random people, strangers on the street who are just having bad days. And there's been so many times where I have stopped what I'm doing or stopped my shopping and just talked to a stranger for like 20, 25 minutes and just they've cried and hugged me and I've prayed with them, like the most bizarre things. And I used to go every weekend to be with the homeless and we would pray and I would take them lunch and fresh blankets, stuff like that from the community. And that was such a big part of my life. Another thing about me that I did was there was a family who their little boy was killed at the zoo, and I raised over $25,000 for that family to be able to start a foundation for trucks in his name. And so now they have a foundation where every year at Christmas time people donate in his name and they donate throughout the community toys to the less fortunate, which is really cool. And then there was this other little boy in my community where there was a terrible house fire. He didn't make it out, and his grave went bare for an entire year. And so for me, I was like, this isn't okay. Like if I was a parent, I would want there to be a tombstone. So I raised $10,000 through, at the time I was doing photography. And so I used photography and other things, and we raised over $10,000 for this little boy to be able to put a tombstone on his grave. And I surprised his parents with that at a candlelight vigil. And I've always known, because I've always been called in different ways to help people, but I've never, and I never know where it's gonna bring me, or I just know that I'm supposed to help people, but I don't always know exactly how I'm supposed to help people. But I know that every day of my life, I'm always working towards helping others and trying to be as selfless as possible. And in doing so, it also brings me closer to feeling fulfilled because I enjoy helping people. And I think that we need more love in the world, and that when you help other people, it comes full circle. So I've met some really awesome people through service and just being me. And that's like one thing that's important to me. So I definitely think my life's purpose is geared towards helping others. And so that's what my main focus is. And I tried really hard to stay focused on helping other people. And I also have other gifts that are very spiritual and very weird. Like sometimes I hear people's prayers and I don't know why. And it's like so weird and bizarre. And then like when I've asked them about it, they'll tell me, oh my gosh, I just prayed that. Like, how did you know that? And I'm like, I have no idea. I don't know how I know this. I just know that I do. And it's a really bizarre gift. And my son also has gifts. And so like, there's just some bizarre things about me spiritually that I don't talk a lot about because of judgment and fear of what people might think or say. But I'm very spiritually sound, and I just feel like my gift is definitely geared towards that. Helping other people. Although it kills me when I cannot help somebody. Like, that's hard. What other questions? And thank you. Hey, child. They're cooking in the kitchen. Just to be supportive. I think you're sweet and kind. Oh, thank you. I try to be sweet and kind. Do you guys like the backdrop? I bought these little backdrops so that you could see something different, because every single day it's the same thing. So I decided to do a different backdrop. So I bought a few little backdrops, and this one's supposed to be like little light bulbs here, but I don't know that it really looks like light bulbs. But yeah, I got a few backdrops. I don't know what you're talking about, Mike. And thanks. It's a pretty cheap little backdrop, but I think it looks all right. I also have another one. I'm gonna bust it out eventually. And if you guys saw how I had them set up, it's pretty comical. I have it clipped to my plants that are hanging off the ceiling. No, Christy, I feel like I'm in the same place mentally, and I'm just focusing on myself and my kids and praying a lot and just trying to figure out exactly what my plan is moving forward with my own life. Something in stream one. It was, oh, I don't know. I just might not have seen it. But I'm just staying optimistic and focusing on my own life and things that I can control, because we cannot control the actions and emotions of others, and so we just got to keep ourselves in check. That's what I'm doing. I've been redirecting my attention to positive things. I did travel today to do some things for myself with my daughter, and then I did some private shopping this morning, and then now I'm back home and I'm gonna make dinner eventually. What are you making, child?
Grilled cheese.
You realize dinner's like in an hour and a half?
Cool. I'm making lunch now then.
Teenagers. All they do is eat. Do I know about orbs? Yeah, in my video when I'm talking about Robbie in the closet, you can see tons of orbs, and I get surrounded by them a lot. I know it's my family who's passed away, but I tend to draw a lot of energy, if you will. Sorry, I figured I'd say something because it's crazy or random. So what else, guys? What else do you want to know? There's not a lot of interesting things about Kristin. I can tell you a little bit about my childhood. I grew up, I have a biological sister and a biological brother. I don't speak to my biological brother really after what happened. And then my sister, we talk periodically, but she is working on herself, and so I'm here for support. So they won't call about that job. So those of you who don't know, I was potentially offered a Reiki master position at a center nearby where I can heal people. And they're supposed to call me on Monday to talk about it. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. And I don't know if that's what I want to do or if that's my purpose. It depends on, there's a lot of things up in the air that I'm not talking about right now. And once all the dust settles and things come to be, then I think I'll have more answers and I'll know. But right now I'm just focusing and redirecting my attention. And I had intended to go, I intended to focus on my social media after Thanksgiving, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. It could change. Anything can change. Microwave temperature? What? I don't know. How's my day? It's okay. I'm okay. Hanging in there, taking it moment by moment. Last night we did the cupcake wars, so I ate a cupcake a while ago. Oh, it's so delicious. I don't want to tell my kids, but the blueberry lemon cupcake was my favorite. It was delicious. And it's probably my favorite cupcake of all time. No, I'm not from Sweden. Why? Do I look Swedish? I'm part Swedish. I'm part Irish. I'm part Indian. I'm part Amish. How about that? I'm a lot Indian, actually, but I don't know. I think it's Cherokee Indian. I'm a pretty significant part. My ancestry traces back to mostly like European, but, well, I think it's Dutch, but they call it Pennsylvania Dutch. I don't know. It's in my ancestry, so I don't really know. Pennsylvania Dutch is what they call it. So that's part of my ancestry. So I don't know, maybe it's not a race. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I know it's on my ancestry card. What's the weirdest or funniest interaction you've had before with another person? Well, this is embarrassing, but one of the dumbest things I've ever said was when I was like 13 and I flew on an airplane for the first time, and I was looking out the window and I could see the sun and it looked like it was beneath the plane, right? It was so pretty. And I was like, holy crap, are we above the sun now? And I felt so dumb after it was explained to me, and then I like thought about what I said and I was like, yeah, we're not on a spaceship, so That was pretty dumb. Yeah. So that happened. And that was right around the time when Jessica Simpson asked if chicken of the sea was chicken or tuna. But I thought that was a valid question also. So, yeah. My YouTube recommended a video about Dr. Phil about your son. Cool. Pennsylvania. I know that my mom's from there. So I just know my ancestry is from it's a PA Dutch is what it says. Hi Kristin. Hello Megan. I was talking about Pennsylvania Dutch. Shoe fly pie. So I've never had shoe fly pie. Now I know people talk about it, and basically that's like a shepherd's pie. Do I need to have ABS? What's ABS? Anti-lock brake system? I look Swedish and Dutch. Well, thank you. I think. I think. I'm not sure. That's critical thinking. Yeah. I hear the baby. He seems annoyed right now. He's also with daddy, so we'll see how that pans out. If he doesn't want daddy anymore and he wants mommy, then I'm going to jump off here. But if he calms down and seems okay, then I'll let it go. But I always give them a minute. I heard him say mommy. Yes, I'm married. Yep. I have a lot of issues. Did you know that? I mean, don't we all have a lot of issues? Molasses crumb cake type of pie. Then I have no idea what a shepherd's pie is. I feel like, hi, Bianca. I feel like, I thought it had like meat and stuff in it. Like hamburger meat. So I don't know what a shepherd's pie is. I have no idea what you're getting at there. You're just weird. I'm doing good today. I'm fine. I am still hanging on and taking it day by day, taking it moment by moment, because that's the way we live our crazy lives, right? I still haven't heard from Robbie, though, since he's been put in quarantine. That's made me a little bit bummed, I'll be honest, because I just want to know he's okay. And apparently he has to quarantine for 14 days from everybody else because he was exposed to somebody who tested positive. So, I don't know. It's been hard. It's been hard because I've been like waiting for his phone call, but I don't even know if they're allowed to have a phone if they're in quarantine. So, record this for... Can you record me for commercial purposes? No. Hold on a second. Okay. I don't know what that person was up to. Are you... After he is cleared of the virus, then you'll be able to see him after 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, well, no one is authorized to record me for any purposes, just to get that out there. And that's rather creepy. And I reported him to YouTube. So if it's worth getting charges pressed against you, cool. But I blocked them. There was another one I wanted to block, but I don't remember who it was. Oh my god. Okay. Hidden. Okay. Got it. Got it. People are so weird and creepy. Super creepy. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get the purpose. Why not just be normal, happy people and do normal, happy things? Hello, Victor. I I think I remember. Do you have a dog picture? I get so many messages on Facebook and Instagram that I slightly remember, but I don't remember. It's a red hot tofu. Does it take 18 months for twins to be born? Are you serious? I flood you pictures of my cat. Yes, you do. I know you, Megan, because I know I talk to you pretty often. What other weird questions do you guys have besides... Okay. Besides, things that aren't really real questions. It's because you have nothing else to do, sadly. It's true. Enjoy Saturday with kids. You'll get a call from Robbie soon. Yes, I hope so. Do I go to Costco? Not really. I don't really like Costco. Do I enjoy Halloween or Christmas more? Christmas. I don't really like Halloween. We don't celebrate it. Not a thing. Some people said, I don't think anybody really celebrates Halloween, although some people do celebrate Halloween, and that's weird. But like what it actually is, Hallows Eve, and the whole idea behind it is just weird. But no, I don't celebrate Halloween, so yes, I like Christmas. I don't get overly excited about decorating or anything, but I do enjoy Christmas. I enjoy it because of what it really is, not because of what, how is this person still on here? Ugh. What's with the trolls today, people? It's like they're trying to get to me. Not gonna happen. I don't break easy, so. Minutes ago, and it was just really great to see you doing so well. Curious about your necklace, and you may need to iron your backdrop. Oh yeah, I know it probably needs iron, but I don't really care. It's not a big deal. I just threw it up to be something different. My necklace is a Christian fish with a cross in the middle, and it was given to me. I don't know if you can see it. It was given to me when I got baptized, so. I generally always wear it. I hadn't worn it for a while because this isn't the chain that I like to wear it with. Usually it sits up here, but I really love my necklace, and I've worn it ever since I got baptized. I got baptized probably age 14, I think it was. I have it all written in my Bible, but I don't remember exactly now, but yeah, that's what my necklace is. And it was one of the only gifts that I ever got from like my real dad, so it's not special because of that, but it was given to me because of my baptism, and that's special for me. But yeah, my backdrop, I bought it. It was like $20 or something. So I threw it up just to throw it up and do something different, because otherwise you guys see the same backdrop all the time. And I have another one too. I was just going to let the wrinkles fall out naturally, and I was going to pin it to my other plain curtain set up over there, because I don't care. And I don't think anybody really cares if it's wrinkly. If they do, you guys are bored. I mean, I know that wasn't why you said it, but... Oh my god. I didn't tell you when I came in. I watch your videos. I think you're amazingly strong. How can I find you on Facebook? All my stuff is on my channel. Do you know you'll have any advice for resources for kids being bullied for being LGBT? It's not really my specialty, Bianca, but there's definitely online support groups for parents and kids in those communities to be able to socially connect with one another. I didn't have a choice. I was baptized when I was a baby. Angelic and entail, all roads lead to mine. Does Robbie get dying? Yes, Robbie has autism. I don't remember who said that. Let me see. I didn't have a choice. Sorry, I'm trying to read. Was just teasing. Do you do cooking wars too? I like cupcakes. I like the new backdrop. Thanks. It's wrinkly and it's fine. That's why you need moderators. I do need moderators. I do. Oh, so is it Borat that needs unblocked? I'm not sure. But anyway, I don't know. He has Asperger's. That I know, and he has other things, but he won't be properly diagnosed as a kid because they don't like to give children diagnoses. So, yeah, there's that. It depends if he had characters as a sociopath. Yeah, they're not going to diagnose him at 16 years old with those types of personality disorders because they feel like it's too young to label him. And when he comes into adulthood at 18, he should get a proper diagnosis, hopefully. Oh, thank you, Diary. And Devin, I'm pretty good. Dominic, I don't know. I haven't been able to talk to him since they canceled our visit because of COVID. Elena, no. I don't know which live. I did like 3 yesterday. He did Cupcake Wars and tried them, but no, he hasn't said anything. He doesn't care. You have to care to have an opinion. He doesn't care about my channel or anything. Could someone please explain what happened on Dr. Phil? On Dr. Phil, I went on because of my stepson who has pedophilia type feelings, thoughts, and I went on there because he was supposed to be released without further treatment because the insurance didn't want to pay for him because he wasn't progressing after 15 months. And so we didn't have any other options. We wrote Dr. Phil and we went on the show to be able to get help to find him more treatment. And now he's been sentenced and is in state mandated treatment. And so it's been a long journey and I've done all that I can to help him get treatment and get better. A troll toll. Too bad to hear my daughter got... Hold on. Okay, will you be interested in doing any biomedical treatments for your children that have autism? Do you know about biomedical treatments and complements called Autism One in Chicago every year? So I know some options. So my son, who is 13, he'll be 14 shortly. He's basically undiagnosable. He's been in therapy since he was a baby, and so you basically wouldn't know he had it. And then the baby is in therapy right now. The baby's in therapy now getting treatment, so we'll kind of see what happens as he grows up and gets a little bit bigger to see what he needs for himself. There's not a lot anyone can do. Straight Dave. I'm good, but thank you. I also, I just do my lives and talk to everybody, see what everybody's up to. Do you guys have any other weird questions off the subject of Robbie? I feel like I'm out of focus today. I don't know. And thank you. Yes, I have a huge community of people. I have a Facebook page too. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's Kristin's Army. You guys can like it, and that's my supporters. We all come together and chat. The best prayer according to Orthodox is Jesus Christ. I'm good with my religion and prayer. Thank you. What other weird questions? Like, what do I do for fun? My hobbies. I know, I do need moderators. So anybody who regularly tunes in, I need to ask some people to moderate because I can't deal with these people. Do you have any guilty pleasure foods? My hobbies are mostly... Who's a Google moderator team? I don't... What does that mean? When the Google moderator team? Who's a Google moderator? She doesn't even know it. That's funny. Yeah, no, I don't know if you're on my lives if you don't talk to me. But my guilty pleasure foods, I like to eat cinnamon rolls, but I don't like to eat the outside. I like to eat the middle because I am bratty like that. And I can't eat the whole cinnamon roll because it'll make me sick because I'm hypoglycemic. Other than that, I love fruit. Did you have to pay for a Reiki license type thing? My girlfriend was talking about paying $500 to be a Reiki master. I don't know if that's normal. So I'm actually certified to teach Reiki, so people can pay me for a certification now. But yes, you do have to pay for a certification. Is it $500? I don't remember what I paid. But no, not through, I don't charge $500. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? I went zip lining, and then I was too scared to jump off. So that was it. That was the craziest thing I ever tried to do. Outside of that, I like to ride horses. No, he's not my real son. He's my stepson, but I accept them as my own. Hi. Hello from the UK. You guys, some of you, I don't even know what you're talking about. What do I like to do for a vacay? All right. I like to go to the beach. Anything beach related. Love it. I love the beach. It's my home. I feel like a fish. I just want to be there. Although I'm afraid to put my feet in the water in the ocean if I can't see the bottom. I am terrified, like terrified. So I'll only put my feet in there if I can see the bottom or if I have on like water shoes, because for some reason I'm so afraid of what's in the sand. I don't like that feeling. I've skied many times. I'm actually pretty legit good at it, but it's been years, so I say that and I'd probably go out there and fall on my butt now. But yeah, I do like skiing. Skiing is really fun. I just don't necessarily prefer being cold. How often do you get to Florida? Quite a bit actually. How are you doing today? Hope you're good. I'm doing pretty good. I don't think I could live in Florida all year round. The humidity, it would get me. It would kill me, I think. I don't own a horse, but I used to go ride at friends' farms, like friends of my family growing up. Yeah, and my biological brother owns horses though, but I've never ridden one of his horses, ironically. I always pay and go somewhere else. What else do we got? If nothing else, I might jump off of here, go see what my kids are doing. What days do you go live? I'd love to start coming to your lives. Ah, holy crap. We Marylanders get the best weather. First year, humid weather, better freezing. I'm new from Alabama. What is Reiki? Sorry, I don't understand. You'd have to look up Reiki. It's definitely spelled wrong. But basically, it's a direct connection to the Earth's power source that you channel energy, like positive vibrations, and you release negativity, and you let it go for the greater good. And it's just basically channeling in positivity and exhaling and letting go of all negativity in your life. And yeah, the chakra, it's focused around the chakra. And basically you would open yourself up and allow yourself to absorb positive, let go of that negative. And Reiki healers such as myself can help to open those channels and be able to like release negativity and to channel positive energy. And you go into like deep meditation, and it's just very healing and very calming. It's very lovely. I like it. I did ride horses on the beach once with my kids actually. And my kids and I, we go to the beach a lot, and we do all sorts of things together. Karate, bike riding, board games, paint. We paint a lot. I do their nails a lot. Not my son, of course, but all sorts of stuff. I mean, do you do Reiki with your kids? Oh, so my kids, yes and no. They're mostly well-rounded, but if they want to do Reiki, then yes. But I've never forced them or tried to encourage them to allow me to do Reiki. But if they come to me and they're like, can I do Reiki or can you do Reiki on me? Then absolutely. It's tough to find real people here. Thank you. Yep, I only know how to be me. Here I am. I'm old. I'm in my 30s. That's how old. Is your son allowed to ride under? See, this is why you were blocked. Over it. Over it. Okay, guys, I'm jumping off here. I'm going to go do something constructive with my day. And I may come back later on tonight. And maybe I'll do a video or something in between. I don't know. I don't know. You never know. You never know what I'm going to do. We'll see. But okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, love you all so much. Thanks for the support and the love and the feedback. I will talk to you all soon. Bye, guys.